All right. So what's up, everybody? My name's Tony, aka Star Wars Sith,
Oh, and I'm Andrea from the Padawan Chronicles.
and this is gonna be our first episode of Mando Talk, where we're gonna talk everything Mando from the episode the day before. So we're gonna have this show every Thursday, 9 p.m., and we're kind of gonna do a live discussion with us. We're gonna bring guests on and with the chat to talk about our thoughts of the episode of Mandalorian. So how you doing today, Andrea?
Super good. I'm just happy I watched the episode in time. I was just saying that to you.
Yeah. So did you watch
Yeah.
it today or you watched it yesterday late?
I watched it super late last night. It was like 12:30 p.m. So technically today, but yeah.
Oh wow. So I woke up at 2:30 a.m. yesterday. It actually went live at 2:55 a.m. So right away, boom, I was on it. So
Nice. See, I can't
so
do that because then my reaction video will be all like, oh, it won't be interesting. I have to be awake for that.
yeah. No, it woke me up. I was just so hyped and so looking forward to it because it's been like 2 years. It's been like way too long. So definitely was looking forward
Yeah.
to it. So what did you think about the first episode?
I liked it. I think there was some really nice Easter eggs, some really nice cameos. I really liked seeing Grief Karga. That was really nice. I've
Yeah.
really grown to like his character over the seasons. I thought it was cool the way they ended on Book Tan. I think it's super interesting that they're going to bring IG-11 back. So I was happy with it.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it for sure too. It was good. It was a good start to the season, setting up a lot. It wasn't for me like the best first episode for a season because I think season one and season two, the first episode was a little bit better, mainly because of like the cliffhanger ending and like,
Yeah,
but
the
I,
reveal of
I
Grogu.
yeah, the reveal of Grogu was massive, shook the internet,
Hmm.
and then the reveal that Boba Fett wasn't dead, showing Tamora Morrison on season two, the first episode, like that was kind of a big deal too.
Hmm.
So I kind of was like, I mean, we're kind of spoiled with Mando stuff, so I kind of was expecting something like that level. But like sometimes you have to like curb your expectations and just kind of just roll with it, knowing it's gonna get buck wild like really quick and really soon.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's better to have a slow burn that gets really epic throughout the season than to like right out the gate be like mind boggling. So I'm happy with the pace that it's starting out at.
For sure. All right, so we got some people in the chat. So Dead Dragon said, "I hope Sabine Wren shows up this season. I have a
Hmm.
feeling, a strong feeling she will be. I'm pretty sure she will be.
Yeah, can't leave everyone the Ahsoka show. Got to have some cameos this season.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of the devil, the Mandalorian. I have baseball, so I'll watch the replay. All right, Mando, catch you on the
Yeah,
replay.
that's fun.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, SPC Bird? How you doing, man? All right. So, what was your favorite thing from the episode that you enjoyed the most?
I should have prepared for these questions better. What did I enjoy the most? Probably the whole part on Navarro. Honestly, probably all of Navarro, just because
Nice.
I thought the boat stuff was interesting at the very end, but it was such a small part of the episode that I wouldn't really say that was my favorite. But I enjoyed all of Navarro, like Grief Karga, IG-11, just seeing where Navarro's at right now with all the progress that they made. And then, of course, the little Babu Frick engineers.
Oh, yes. I died when they walked up and he pops out and he's just staring at him. And he's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And then when
Yeah.
Mando was in there sitting down Indian style in their
Yeah.
little like, it was hilarious. It was so
I was
good.
gonna say that. I loved seeing him come there with them. And then Grief
Yeah,
Karga's at the entrance, like translating
trying to
even the
translate.
English stuff. Yeah. And Mando's like, I
Yeah,
got it.
I'm good. How are you guys? I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm good. I'm happy it's Thursday almost.
Yeah, exactly. So my favorite part, and it might not. mean that much to you because you haven't seen it yet. But when they were in space and we saw the Purgles out the window, the space whales. So
The squid
like, are
things?
you familiar? Well, they're space whales. For they're not squids, they're
Oh.
whales. But do you know anything about them, or have you heard anything about them? It's
I
from
don't
Rebels.
think so. Where am I in Rebels? I'm past season 1 for sure. I'm somewhere in season 2, but if I saw them, I don't remember them.
No, so I think they're in maybe like throughout one of the earlier seasons, they're in one of the random episodes. You kind of see them for the first time, but they're in the finale, and they are a huge, huge part of the finale. You want me to ruin it for you right now?
Yeah, no, well, no, but describe the scene where they first appear. Is it them like on the ghost?
I think kind of, and they're like on a mission at some planet, and there's like some like mining facility there, and these whales keep going down and eating up all the gas that's there because they like to eat the gas, and like it's
Hmm.
like something like that.
Yeah, that's not ringing a bell at all. I'll have to rewatch that episode, so you'll have to let me know. But okay, so maybe you can spoil it. Is it like a big spoiler? Like, will I be sad if you spoil that?
Well, I it's kind of a big spoiler. I don't know if you'd be sad. I mean, you're already what 6 years late to this,
Yeah.
but it has to do with the finale and like the two main people in the finale that we're gonna see in the Ahsoka show. So that's
Thrawn.
why it's kind of like, yeah, and Ezra. That's why it's kind of like when people saw it, they were like,
Oh, can I guess?
"Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah."
guess. Okay,
Mhm.
does Ezra and Thrawn do they both get eaten by a space whale?
Not that they get eaten, but it's something with the whales, and they end up going somewhere, and nobody knows what happens.
Yeah, I've been picking up on that, like, oh, Thrawn and Ezra are coming back. And I'm like, wait, they left? So I kind of picked up that they go missing at the end. But yeah, okay, so they don't get eaten by the whale, but something happens with the whale and then they get lost in space.
Yep, and if you notice, when they saw the Purgles, the space whales, they were in the hyperspeed lanes, the hyperspace lanes,
Hmm.
like they could travel through hyperspace, which is like another like big thing about them too. But
That's so cool.
yeah,
Whales
so
traveling through hyperspace.
yeah,
Like
so
kind of like how turtles go with like the ocean currents. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So what's up, Brooke? I just wish they could release episode 2 sooner. I know. The minute the first episode ended, like I knew it was coming, and I'm like, I think in my reaction you could catch it. I'm like, don't end, don't end, don't end, and it ended, and I was like, because
I
I
know we're
wanted
just
more.
spoiled. We're spoiled with those 3 episode releases.
Yeah, or even at least two. It would have been nice if they did two, like the Kenobi show. They did 2 episodes. Bad Batch they did two, but they know
Mm,
Mando's their bread and butter. They're gonna stretch that out, like for sure.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite parts was seeing that. I like the stuff with the armor and seeing their little like ceremony with the youngling or the foundling and the helmet. At first, I thought that helmet was for Grogu, and I was like, "Oh, they're starting off fire, giving him like
I
full
said the
armor."
same thing. I was like, wait, who's that for? Is
Yeah,
that for Grogu?
because it
Like,
was yeah,
it
it
was
was
a small one. Yeah.
the size, and I thought that it had a cutout on the side for his ears to come out because I've seen so many photoshops. Like in my mind, I went to that right away, and like that would have been a crazy start. Like put an armor on little man like right away, but it was
Yeah.
for that little
But then I was
guy.
like, wait, would she make a helmet for Grogu because she knows that Din is like somewhat exiled? So why would she make armor for Grogu knowing that Grogu's
Yeah,
his foundling? So that didn't make sense. And then the other thing I considered was maybe this is a flashback to like Din's
yeah,
Mandalorian ceremony. But then
yeah,
his N1 starfighter showed up and I was like, okay, that's not Din.
yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
thought
so we
that
got
part
some.
was interesting. I do
Oh
have some
yeah,
questions about that though. So this is like their kind of underground village, but what happened? Because I thought they were so low in number. How did they like? Why are they such a large village of Mandalores?
I guess I'm just assuming from what we saw in the Book of Boba, they just like accumulated and they're all there, or maybe they gather for the ceremony because it's like a ritual, and then all those clans or whatever tribes or whatever maybe go back to wherever they're hiding because I doubt all of them live there like together in that cave.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I had so many questions with that scene. But yeah, you wanted to go to the comments?
Oh yeah, we can catch up on the comments. So we got Isaac in the building. Hello there. What's up, man? I just recorded Sith Talk with them, so that'll be out tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Danny's in the building. What's up? Fifth.
Hey,
Welcome,
Danny.
welcome.
Go to your classes, Danny.
I know this man is always skipping school.
I know.
Yes, they get eaten like in Pinocchio. No, they don't.
Oh, you could have told me that. I totally would have believed you.
What's up, Patrick? How you doing? Patrick's in the building.
Hey, Patrick.
Episode 2 couldn't come long enough. I know. Episode 2, we'll talk about that a little bit later because there's some info on it, but I cannot wait for that. Yeah, Patrick, we literally just said that should have had 2 episodes. Yeah, like, come on, just spoil us. It's been such a long wait.
Yeah, always two there are, except for when it comes to Mandalorian seasons.
Exactly. These weeks between episodes will be so long. Yeah, it's gonna be a long week for sure. Yeah, I wish we got 2 episode premiere. Yep, everyone's kind of on that same page.
Hmm.
The ending kind of hinted that the rest of the series could take a very dark tone. Yes, and I hope it does because when Star Wars is dark tone like that, it's it's A1. I enjoy it. What up, nerd dad? What's going on?
Hey.
A short episode, but so much happened in 35 minutes. Yeah, they did a
Yeah.
lot in 30. They were everywhere. Like a lot, a lot. We got the
Hmm.
mod in the building. What up, Nikki?
Hey, Nick.
What's up, Big Country One? Hey, everyone. Keep up the shows. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you. Appreciate that. Danny fandoms. I think there's a Kyber crystal in Andrea's mic. Yeah.
It's a rainbow kyber crystal colors consistently.
So is Eric's theory right? Was it Paz Vizsla's son? The colors were similar to Paz, and the clan flag flown was House Vizsla. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if we'll ever know for sure unless they confirm it, but I have a feeling we'll see more of that kid because one thing I noticed is at the end of the right before the alligator thing came out, he didn't get to like say yes or whatever. Like he didn't get to agree to the thing she was saying. It got cut off. So I'm wondering if they're ever going to come back to that.
Yeah, if I was a foundling, I would have way more qualms with agreeing to that creed. I'd be like, what if my nose, like, what if I have to
Yeah,
like scratch the back of my head? Exceptions to that, like, I would not want to
exactly.
be one of those Mandalorians at all.
Yes. But yeah, so my favorite part was the Purgles. And then the armor, the ritual was dope. And then yeah, just Babu Frick was awesome. And seeing that planet that he went to at the end, do you remember what the name was by chance?
I
Where
don't.
Bo-Katan's, yeah, so you know what planet that is, right?
So I heard him say it was in the Mandalorian system, but I don't. Which planet is
S-
it?
So it's one of the planets in the Mandalorian system. I forgot the name, but supposedly that's the birth planet of Satine. So that's where Satine was born.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
is that the palace that they visit in Clone Wars? Where like
I don't
Satine?
I mean possibly. I don't 100% remember. I'd have to watch it again, but that could be the case cuz like I saw some video online they said that that planet is where Satine was born at and that's Satine is Bo-Katan's sister. So it could be yeah, it could be another Clone Wars
Mm,
tie-in. Yeah,
that's
Rebels tie-in.
interesting. I'll have to rewatch the Clone Wars episode to see. Although I don't know, I feel like that episode is like on actual Mandalore and not one of their like side planets. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll rewatch it to see.
All right. So I don't know if that was Paz's son, but I know it was Jimmy Kimmel's nephew. Oh, really? That's random.
Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't skip class. I watch y'all in class because the professor just rambles off topic. That's hilarious.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, other than that, like I just wish it was a little bit longer. The runtime was kind of Like another like 10 minutes would have been just ideal, like super ideal.
Yeah. What do you think they could have filled 10 more minutes with though that would like fit neatly in that first episode though?
Anything. I'm greedy. I'll take anything. Um, I don't know. Maybe just more stuff with Bo-Katan, maybe, or maybe a little bit of where he's going next, which I believe is the Mines of Mandalore as the title of the next episode. So it should take place right in
Mm,
Mandalore. So it would have been cool if we would have saw him landing and maybe doing a little bit of walking around and then it cut off to see
that would be
Mandalore.
so much for the first episode.
Oh, we deserve it though. We've been waiting patiently. No?
But then I'd be like, "Wait, what's the rest of the season?" Because I feel like that's like the big quest is his like redemption arc. So I'm like, "Wait, if he gets to Mandalore on the first episode, I'd be like, whoa, like what's in store for us for like what's left? Because that's a lot in one episode. I'm actually surprised they brought Bo-Katan out for the end of episode one. So
Yeah.
I had a theory about how episode one would end when they were talking about IG-11, and I was like, they're not going to be able to fix him right away. So I was
Yeah.
surprised when he like defaulted to his programming. I was like, of course, yes. At the very end of the episode, I think it'll end with like his little eye like twitching back on, and he's like back to
Yeah.
his, he's like fully fixed. So it's like, okay, now we can close that chapter of getting IG-11 fixed. And I kind of thought the first episode would be all about meeting up with Grief Karga for a long time and then fixing
Mhm.
IG-11. And like I was surprised that they took it even past that.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you're right. If he like goes to Mandalore and atones for his transgressions, like that might happen in the second episode. So I figured that would have been like the whole big plot of the whole season. I think that might
Mhm.
happen in the next episode. There's people that have seen the next episode already, and they said that it's amazing, and they said that Bo-Katan is a big part of it, and that she's like super badass in the next episode. So that's kind of
Wow.
promise. Yeah. So we should get a lot of
They're
Bo,
moving so quick.
which, yeah, I guess we'll see. But I'm
Yeah.
sure there's going to be a lot of storyline with like the cloning stuff. And then Moff Gideon, there'll probably be an episode where he escapes and then maybe more stuff with that. So, yeah, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I know. It'll be interesting to see all that happens if they keep moving at this like pace because it's already like up to like a very quick pace, I feel like.
Oh, no, for sure. What do you rate this episode out of 10?
I hear a lot of rating the episode like people are giving it like a 7, other people are giving it 8. I don't know. I don't really think of episodes in those terms. I kind of just think like good episode, bad episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like meh episode. For me, this was a good episode considering where we are in the season, just starting out. I felt like it was really good for a season premiere. So if I
Mhm.
had to give it a number 1 to 10, I'd say 8.
Nice. Yeah, I'm at like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Like it was good. It was
Mm,
solid. It was good for sure. But
mhm.
I guess we'll see what next week brings. Next week is 42 minutes is the runtime they said. So at least it's a little bit longer than
Okay,
this
so
one.
a little bit. Yeah.
So Danny out of 10 gives the episode of IG-11. Clever. We got Meepy Muffin in the building. Hi, what's up?
Hey, I think I saw Meepy Muffin in Rogue Nation's live chat from like
Oh yeah.
the
The
Rogue 2
Battlefront one?
podcast. No, Rogue 2 the
Oh, the
podcast.
yeah. Big
Mhm.
Country, I give it a 9, but 29 minutes was too short. Shake my head. Yes, yes. Noah said an 8. Yep. 8. Yeah. It's a
Mm.
solid 8 for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So, so what from the episode did you not like? Did you not enjoy?
Hmm. So I thought the whole starting scene by the river was interesting, but I saw Lainey's Instagram live earlier, and it kind of came up there. But I wasn't a big fan of the crocodile.
Yeah.
Weird. I also felt like it looked too much like a crocodile. I needed them to Star Wars that out a little bit more. Otherwise, it just kind of looks like you like CGI'd an actual crocodile into Star Wars.
Yeah, I that part, like, at first it was like, okay, cool, but then like it was such a long scene. I was like, they could have shortened it out. We didn't need that much CGI of this
Yeah,
Pokemon looking alligator trying to attack
yeah.
them. So
It was
yeah,
really long and it was so
it was.
random. For a minute, I was like, am I supposed to be into this? I can tell a lot of budget went into this like CGI crocodile
Yeah.
battle. And I made a little bit of a joke. I don't know if it'll make it into my final reaction that I'm currently editing, but
Uh-huh.
I was kind of like, oh, it's so funny. They filmed this, here in Florida because of our alligator infestation. But I wasn't super impressed. I feel like they could have totally left that out. Like they could have been in the middle of the ceremony. They could have seen Mando flying above, and I feel like they could have just turned his attention toward him, and Mando could have been the distraction from the ceremony, which
Yeah.
could have been symbolic in its own way, the way he's kind of disrupting, the Mandalorian culty traditions. I feel like that
Yeah.
would have been really symbolic in like a cinematic way. And then he could have been the distraction that cut the ceremony short, as opposed to this giant alligator. I just felt like that was unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That was probably the one thing where I was like, this is too much. But everything else I pretty much enjoyed from the episode. Let's see
Hmm.
what they're saying in the chat. So Meepy Muffin gives it 9.5.
That's a high
It's a high
score.
score, yeah. But I mean, it's Mando. It's Patrick gives it an 8,
Nice.
9.5, but it was too short. Yes, definitely too
Mm.
short. The Inzerlin, what do you want? Was enough to make me love it. Yes, and it was the
Yeah.
same voice actress that did Babu in the sequel trilogy. So she was the
Mm.
same one voicing it, which was cool. They brought her back.
Yeah, I really enjoyed everything with them too. I thought it would be kind of cheesy, but I feel like the way they did it really worked. I thought it was funny.
I died when Grogu picked him up, and he was like,
Yeah.
"No, bad baby," and Din's like, "It's not a toy. They're not a pet. They're not a pet. Put him down." That
Yeah,
was
and then he
funny.
goes for him a second time, and everyone's like, "No."
Yeah, yeah,
I loved it.
so
And I love to see, like, the father-son moments between Din and Grogu, like, those little teaching moments and the way he's,
yeah,
like, helping him to, like, learn and grow up, so I appreciated that.
no, yeah, for sure. So it's gonna be 8 episodes, so we still have 7 more left. So, like, what's one thing that you want to see, like, whether it's the next episode or within the season? Like, what's the biggest thing that you hope that you see in Mando season 3?
Probably Sabine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sabine would be cool. That's probably the number one thing. I feel like that's it. I don't think we're gonna see Ahsoka. I feel like they're gonna save her for the Ahsoka show, so I don't think she's gonna make an appearance. I feel like that's really it. I'd like to see Grogu use his Force powers because,
Mhm.
like, we know he learned some stuff during his
Yeah.
training with Luke. So I'd like to see how that's changed and how he's grown in the Force. I'd say those are the two biggest. How about you?
Yeah. So for me and everybody watching in the chat, put what you want to see the most out of the season. But for me, for every show, I'm always gonna say Darth Maul. Because there's always a reason for Maul to pop up. Now, in this, he's probably not, but like in that Order 66 flashback, like if that happens to be him saving Grogu, I'd be so happy, but that's probably not going to happen, being realistic. But what I want to see, I just want to see Hayden Hayden come through that door in Order 66, and there's a cool idea that Isaac had on Super Chat on Sif Talk about that scene, and I'll kind of leave it for that. That'll be in the video tomorrow that I'm dropping, of like how a scenario where that could happen, where it's Anakin coming through with somebody else. And the way he worded, I'm like, yo, if that happens, that would be insane. But as far as like besides the flashback in the show, yeah, I think Sabine. Oh, my boy, Cad Bane. I need Cad Bane to come back. He's not dead. Filoni's not going to kill him after an episode and a half. Cad Bane's going to come back and give somebody some trouble. Calling it
I'm not
here.
a fan of Cad Bane. I didn't like the way Cobb banned.
But you're not a fan of Cad Bane because you haven't finished Clone Wars. Cad Bane is in Clone Wars
No, but I have seen
so much.
him. I've seen him in Clone Wars, like when he's like terrorizing everyone at the Republic Senate temple.
Oh yeah, that was great. But have you seen when he was kidnapping the younglings?
Yes, I did see
And
that.
and then there's a bunch of episodes where he's fighting Kenobi, he's fighting Anakin, and like a lot of times he wins those fights. It's crazy. So you're
Mm,
gonna see more of him, but yeah, Cad Bane for sure. All right, I think we got some stuff in the chat. Grogu was surprised to see a creature smaller than himself. Yeah, he was. Babu is a little guy. Like I got Babu right there, and look who's right behind him. And I've always had that set up like that for the longest, but now it's like more meaningful.
yeah.
I remember you from Noah's stream. Yes. So Nikki said definitely Mando using more of the dark saber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So he says he has it, but they haven't shown where he's like. Is it just on
Yeah.
his utility belt or?
I think we would have noticed it dangling around like if he was walking around like a Jedi. So it's probably just like
Yeah.
in the starfighter, like in the little cup holder, just chilling
Somewhere.
there.
Yeah.
They got the dark saber.
Yeah.
I want to see Hondo. Man, they had so many opportunities for Hondo to pop up, like those pirates in the courtyard, and then in space, like Hondo could have been there with Blackbeard, the pirate, the green guy looking
Mhm.
guy. But yeah, I would love to see
Yeah.
Hondo. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Cad Bane, yes, Cad Bane for sure. I was 17 minutes late. I'll rewatch it like I did with Noah streams. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. That's why they're recorded and saved.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, I think Cad Bane, Sabine for sure is what I want to see. And then I think we're gonna get Ahsoka in there. Cause like Book of Boba, who would ever thought we would have got Ahsoka, Luke, Mando in there like that? And Filoni is doing episodes 4 and
Oh, yeah. I
7.
remember. I remember you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Filoni is gonna flex all his characters and like have fun taking all the toys out of the toy box and like so if anything, I could see like a scene where like Ahsoka and Sabine and Bo-Katan are meeting up and all talking together because that happened like a few times, like I think in Rebels where they were all together. Yeah, so I could see something like that because both Katan and Sabine they know each other and Ahsoka like they all know each
Yeah.
other.
I would just be
So
surprised if in like every Star Wars show, like obviously she wasn't in Andor, but like wow, she's
nobody was in
getting
Andor.
cameos.
Nobody was in Andor.
Well, that was kind of the point. It was one of those
Yeah.
like low to the ground, like civilian look instead of like, the big names. But yeah, I'd be surprised to see Ahsoka. But you bring up a good point with Dave Filoni, being a part of those episodes. So yeah, they might bring her in.
Hey, they are all my toys. Yeah. What's up, Manuel? Can't wait for that. Yeah, the Filoni episode is gonna be awesome. Well, I didn't mean directing. He wrote 2 of the episodes, is what I meant, not like directing. So he wrote 4 and 7. So if he wrote it, it's
Mm,
gonna be like very Rebels-ish for sure.
yeah. So
So
what was funny that I saw earlier? Someone pulled like a bunch of pictures, like Mandalorian season premiere out of context. And so one of the pictures was like the
oh,
crocodile thing from Jurassic Park.
yeah, I
And
saw that. Yeah.
then the octopus captain from Pirates of the Caribbean. I did get, as I was watching it, a lot of like crossover vibes. Like, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean.
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. And then there was another one. Another one of those pictures was just a whale in the ocean swimming, like out of
Mhm.
context pictures,
Yeah.
which was funny. And there was
Yeah.
another one. There was a couple cool ones that I saw. I forgot what the other one was.
I
I'd
did
like
too,
to
because I
see.
remember there were four.
Yeah, I saw two different ones that had four in each. They were both hilarious. I'd like to see Yoda adopt Grogu.
That'd be funny. It'd be cool if
Yeah.
they did get to meet. I'd like to see that.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Because I mean,
Mhm.
they had to have met. They met at the Jedi Temple. Like, what if it's
Yeah.
Yoda that saves Grogu?
Oh, I
No one's
hadn't
ever thought of that or
considered
said
that.
that.
Yeah, I know we've said Mace Windu. I know you thought maybe Maul. We think it might be like Anakin that's breaking through those doors, but we still don't know who saved Grogu. So that'd be interesting
Yeah.
if Yoda, because Yoda, I guess, would have been no, Yoda was on Kashyyyk, wasn't he? During Order 66.
Oh yeah. No, but he was back there
So
fighting Palps. Remember, he was fighting Palpatine in the Senate. Wasn't that during Order 66 because he came back.
did he go from Kashyyyk to Coruscant?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Because remember that big fight with him, he was fighting Palps.
Mm.
Yeah, but then I know he escaped, and then what's his face? Bail Organa took him away in that speeder after that. Because remember, he went down that little hole, and then you see like his little robe floating and coming down to the ground.
For
So
some reason, I remember his fight with Dooku at the end of Attack of the Clones. For some
yeah,
reason, I don't remember his fight with. For some reason, I thought I remembered him going from Kashyyyk into like the little escape pod, right to
yeah,
Dagobah. I don't
yeah.
remember
No.
anything else.
Yeah, he fought. He was fighting Palpatine because he was throwing all the Senate chairs. They
Mm.
were throwing it at each other like it was a big fight.
Oh, like the pod things.
Yep.
Okay. It's like
Yeah.
slowly coming back to me. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
he could have stopped by the Jedi Temple to save, because if he knew Grogu was there and maybe it's like one of the few left of their kind, he could have gone out of his way to save him.
Yeah, so
That might
I
be
haven't
it.
heard anybody say that theory or talk about that, but like that'd be so crazy if they brought Yoda back.
Yeah. But do you think it would be CGI Yoda or puppet Yoda? Because it
It,
would be
it would
weird to
probably
see
be
CG.
CGI.
But that'll be weird to see CGI Yoda with puppet Grogu.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Like
they would figure it
visually,
out. I'm sure they would
yeah.
make it. They would probably do Grogu CGI too, just to make it match, because
Mm,
that scene would be during Revenge of the Sith, so they kind of would want to have it look that style somewhat.
mhm.
I mean, they would
Yeah.
figure it out, but
That's
that'd be
interesting
crazy.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? I'm good. How you doing?
Hey.
Good. Bryce Dallas Howard is directing episode 6, and her episodes are always fire. Yeah, she is clutch. They need to give her a Star Wars movie or like her own show. Like I like her.
Mm.
What's up, JT? The hype as of recent is quite real indeed. Yes, it is. Mando's back. Nah, I don't think it's Yoda. Well, you just ruined
Mm.
our whole theory. Thank you.
We were so excited about it. Like, oh, it's Yoda.
Yoda looks like Grogu.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see.
Mm.
Yes, Yoda and Kenobi fight clone troopers making their way into the temple. Yo, what if it's Kenobi? What if it's freaking Hugh just opens the door and he's like, hello there? And he just picks up Grogu and dips.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Kenobi and Yoda do visit the Jedi Temple after everything, and it kind of looks like they're seeing it for the first time, like, you know,
Yeah,
they're like witnessing like all the death and destruction for the first time. So I don't know if it would make sense for them to have been there, prior to that visit after
yeah,
everything's over. But I guess we'll see. They could make it make sense if they want to.
yeah. So the Jedi being slayed out took place, and then Yoda and Obi-Wan came to the temple, so Grogu would have been gone already. Possibly.
Mhm.
But yeah, he did go back after killing some clones, so he didn't enjoy that moment at all, I'm good too. Yeah, I need to go rewatch Revenge of the Sith. It's been a little bit. So, oh, this is one I think it might be. Still putting my money on Quinlan Voss. I would love if it was Quinlan Voss, just because they name dropped him in Kenobi, and I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna see him, and no, nothing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. It's possible. Yeah, especially with that name drop.
yeah, what's up, Ryan? Imagine Palpatine gets a hallway scene. Oh, wow. If he got a hallway scene, it just would be so savage. That would be so
I kind of
cool.
doubt it. It would
Yeah,
be interesting, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like that was solely an Anakin kind of quest that he sent him on.
yeah. But that, oh man, that would be insane.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm trying to think. Oh, hold on. Sub to Sith. If not, thank you. Yes. Be sure to sub to Star Wars Sith and Padawan Chronicles. And then you guys watching, be sure to hit that like button. Please hit that like
Yes.
button.
Like the video. We
So
appreciates it.
yes. So what any other final thoughts you have on the first episode and where we're going from here?
Well, we talked about what moments we really liked. Oh, what'd you think? Let's just talk about Navarro for a second. Were you surprised to see it so just
So I wasn't surprised to see it the way that it was. It looked great, but like we kind of saw that in the trailers. So like I knew it was gonna look really like flourishing, real pretty. It's almost unrecognizable with the exception of like the little
Mhm.
thing when you walk in. So it's cool that that happened. Excuse me. And then, what did you think about how they addressed the Gina Carano thing about how she's off and she got recruited and she's
Mm.
somewhere else? Because a lot of people were
Yeah.
speculating before, like, are they going to address it? Are they going to ignore it? Are they going to kill it? Kill her off. So, what do you think about how they did that?
I mean, it was kind of funny, just like a little side comment, like, "Oh, she got recruited by special forces." I didn't pick up on that the first time I watched it. I was like, "Wait, did they talk about Kara? Did they say what
Yeah,
happened to her?" And had to rewind it a few times to like finally catch that. I was like, "Oh, okay, they did address it and they kind of explained it." But it's just kind of one of those like throwaway lines. It kind of bums. I'm not familiar with the controversy and like what happened there at all and why she couldn't continue. I just don't know. And I know it was a while ago, so I don't remember. But it kind of sucks to like for the lack of continuity, like because she was a cool character.
yeah, she was a big part of both seasons.
Yeah, yeah, and you could tell they had plans for her to be part of the whole thing, but then
Yeah,
they kind of replaced her roles with like Fennec Shand and they had a little bit more of Ahsoka. So yeah, they found a way to like replace kind of the role she would have taken in the show. But the lack of continuity is a little sad because she was Grief Karga's like little buddy.
yeah. I guess I kind of like how they did it because now it's kind of like open ended. Because say if all that controversy they figure it out and they could bring her back, then like if she pops up again, it would make sense because like oh she's working over here, she's gonna come help. So I mean, yeah, I'm not familiar with a lot of the controversy. I know it was something. I mean, whatever it was, it is what it is. But like,
Yeah,
I would
I feel
like
like it
I would
was
like for her
a
to come back.
Twitter. I feel like it was a
It's
Twitter thing, but I'm not even on Twitter, so I'm so out of the loop with all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it was something with Twitter, but let's see what these guys are saying. I think we are all going broken, impossible to fix. Humpty, what up, Humpty? Humpty's in the building, guys. If you guys need a 3D printed dragon or Star Wars droid, hit up this man right here. He will take care of you. There is no like button. I ate it. Well, that's not good. A lot of people said during reactions, don't mention her name, but they did. Yeah, like it's not
Hmm.
that serious. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't mind her, and I still don't. So, and then I think Tony saved Grogu, and he's not telling us. No, 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 no secrets here. And then what's up, Sith bro? A little bit late. What up, Flex? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming along, bro. But yeah, so no, Navarro was cool. I like seeing like just all the Star Wars things. So like seeing the Admiral Akbar's race guy walking through the coaxium monkey lizards, the salacious in the tree was
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Seeing the babus, the C3PO droid, the female one that's the teacher at that school was cool.
Mhm.
What else was in there? Yeah, it was just cool seeing all that. And I think there was a new creature,
Yeah.
like when they were first were walking up, some guy had like a little like monkey dragon looking thing on his shoulder.
Yeah, the monkey
That
bat
was
thing.
yeah, that was kind of cool too. So
That's how you know you're on a fancy planet. You see some exotic animals like monkey bats walking around.
yeah, exactly. She tweeted that she dips her pizza in ketchup, so they fired her. Yeah, that's a big
Okay,
no
I understand now. That makes sense.
no. Yeah, yes, cool one. Yeah, it was a cool one for sure. But no, yeah, Navarro was cool. It was cool for
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure we're gonna see more of it. And yeah, we are because one of the trailers, I think it was the one that we all reacted to from the football game. Remember, there was a scene there where all the Mandalorians are fighting each other there at Navarro because we see the IG-11 statue was broken, and I think we all kind of assumed that that was broken because of a fight that was there, but it really they broke that statue because Mando wanted to rebuild IG.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was unexpected for me, was them bringing IG-11 back because his death felt so final.
Yeah,
So, it's a little random, but honestly, I really loved IG-11, and I feel like he's kind of like Queel. I always get his name wrong. Queels?
Quill.
Quill. Yeah, it's kind of Quill's legacy, like the way he reprogrammed Boyd. And I love that whole
Yeah,
sequence where he teaches him how to like carry a tea tray and not drop
yeah.
stuff on animals. And it was so I think it's cool that they're bringing him back. It kind of softens the blow that IG-11 had died and Quill had died. So I'm okay with it.
So, did you ever hear about what the IG-11 leaks were before the show started? That what they were going to really do with him?
No.
Do you want to hear?
Sure, yeah.
So, supposedly, and everybody was confused when this leaked out that they're going to rebuild IG-11 and he's going to be like a mech suit, like a mechanical suit for Grogu. So, they'll build him and then Grogu's going to like sit
Mm.
inside of him almost like he's controlling him to like kind of like protect him. But
Yeah.
supposedly that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna like beef him up, and Grogu's gonna be riding inside of IG-11 like to protect him.
Aw. Okay, but that's probably not gonna happen then.
I think it 100% is gonna happen because like he took the droid
Oh, really?
and like he said that I'm gonna find the memory that I need for it to rebuild it. So I think it probably will get to that point because maybe he wants to build that suit to take him to Mandalore to protect him more if it's like not inhabitable the planet, you
Hmm.
know. So
Mhm.
I
That's so
mean, I get
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't like picture it though, like in my mind. It just sounds so crazy, but I'm sure to be executed well. So
Yeah, I'm gonna put my bets on that's not gonna happen, but I guess it would make sense. I'm like 40% convinced it might happen, but still leaning toward probably not.
I'm like, before I would be 40%, but when I saw that he was like, that's the only droid I trust, and he took him to Babu, I'm like 87% sure
Mhm.
that
Okay.
it's gonna happen. We'll see though.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, so Helix plays. Hey, what up, my guy? What's up? How you doing? Cool pet to have. Yeah, the bat, dragon, lizard, whatever that thing was. I know it was weird. Kenny G in the building. What up, Kenny? What's happening, T? Hopped on as soon as we finished the episode. Love the content. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. No, Tony, no. I don't know what that's to, but probably. Oh, I think they're fighting pirates. Yeah, so what do you think about that? Some people think like the pirates are going to be a bigger part of this and they'll be fighting them a lot more. Like they're the bad of the season or the bad of Navarro. I don't think we're really going to see those pirates again.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was just like a short like Navarro thing just to establish like Greek Karga's stance on
Hmm.
like protecting Navarro and like how stern he was with the pirates. I feel like that was more so for like Karga's character development and where he's at right now more than anything. I don't think they'll be ongoing in the plot, but it wouldn't be surprising. We've seen pirates before in like Clone Wars and stuff, and we have
Yep.
that big attraction at Galaxy's Edge with Hondo, so it's possible.
Yeah. Just subbed to the Padawan Chronicles. Okay, nice, nice.
Aw, thank you, Meepy. Welcome.
Glad Taika came back for the voice. Yeah, that's the one thing. The minute I saw they turned IG on, I'm like, is it going to be Taika's voice? And yeah, he came back for the voice for sure. Oh, this chat is blowing up. You guys are on fire right now.
Welcome.
Flex said, I heard about that leak. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be crazy to see if it works. Helix plays, that would be dumb. Yeah, I thought it was weird when I first heard it. Like, at first I hated it. I'm like, no, but then like it kind of grew on me. I just need to see how it's executed and like what happens in the story with it.
Yeah, that was my first impression. Like, but I'm kind of coming around. Like, maybe that could make sense.
Yeah. So Ryan said, did Mando have the dark saber on him? I couldn't see it in the premiere. No, we were talking about that. I didn't
That's what
see
I
it.
yeah.
I didn't see it on his hip. I think it's just in the cup holder in the N1 Starfighter. So he still has
Yeah.
it because didn't at the end Bo-Katan even say, "Do you still have it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do. I'm Din Djarin."
Yeah, but but up until then I was like, "Wait, where is it? Like, does he
Yeah.
still have it?" So I'm glad they had that little moment to establish that he still has it.
Why did he like when he walked up to Bo-Katan? Why did he say, "I'm Din Djar"? It's Din Djarin. Like she wouldn't know who you are. I was so confused when he like came with his name like very proper. Like, did you catch that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
super
I
weird.
mean, she's like depressed. She's kind of out of it. I'm feeling kind of bad for Bo. I'm like, Bo, you need some like therapy, like at least once a week. Like, poor Bo. She's just sitting there on her throne all day.
She just got her hair did though. She got that new wig. It looks good. It looks
Yeah. I
more
feel
accurate to the Clone Wars and Rebels
uh I noticed she looked different for a moment. I thought maybe it was a recast, but then I heard later on, I think it was in Noah's Rogue 2 podcast that it's a new wig. So I was like, oh, okay, so
Yeah.
same
Yep.
actress.
Yep. Humpty, I have some printing to do before MegaCon. Yeah. Hey, so how many battle droids and how many K2SOs are you bringing? Please tell me you're bringing more than one. Comment and let me know how many you're bringing because I want to see
I
like a
want to see,
fleet.
yeah, I want to see the pit droid, even if you have just the top of the pit droid, because like you press on their heads and then they're full size. It
Yeah.
makes sense to even have just the top of the pit droids.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Was legit sad when IG-11 detonated. Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
me
that was
too. And when he looks at Mando, he's like, "Don't be sad," and Mando's like, "I'm not sad." I love that.
yes. The pirates didn't respect Karga's wishes, so they came back and Din had to come back with the others. Yeah. Humpty, I will see you at MegaCon. Oh man, everyone's gonna be seeing Humpty.
Yeah.
What's up, Kenzie? How you doing? Hey, friends.
Hey.
Sweet big country. Do you think Hondo is alive and do you think we'll see him? I think he's alive. I hope we see him. You would have thought he would have been chilling with all the pirates, but like I feel like Hondo is like gonna be too tough to kill. Like this man is always lurking, hustling everybody. Like this guy is everywhere.
Well, he has to be alive because Galaxy's Edge lore is canon, and that's like sequel trilogy era. So, and this is like obviously
Before.
before even, yeah, before all that. So, yeah, he's got to be alive. Wait, does he? No, he does.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, he
yeah,
does.
I think so. Mando asking Karga, you sure I want to let him go? Regarding to Pirate Vane is gonna bite them in the butt later on. Yeah, it could. It
Yeah.
kind of did right there in space.
Yeah.
I think he said his name like that because 2 years had passed. So maybe it's just because he hasn't seen her for a while. Oh,
2 years.
for what's her face? Gina Cara Dune.
Oh. No, what you were talking about when he goes up to Bo-Katan when he's so formal.
Oh. Yeah, but like, come on. How many Mandalorians are there?
I didn't realize it'd been 2 years. Oh, wow. That it
Yeah,
makes sense. She might not remember him after 2 years, but I think she would remember the person that has the dark saber.
which is him and the freaking little baby Yoda. Like, it's not like everyone has them on their hip like a pet.
It's just it's so in season right now, just having a little Grogu.
Yeah. Watching this premiere makes me want to build the Lego of Din Starfighter. Been in the box for a while. May need to build it live. Yeah, definitely do that for sure.
Do it, yeah. Oh, do you have a channel too, Danny? I didn't know that. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So 3 droids, 1 pit, a battle, and a K2SO. But now I feel like I'm going to need bro, print an IG-11 and then print more of these, man. You can't just have one. They're gonna be lonely. But if you could bang out an IG-11 before MegaCon, bro, that'd be so sick. And just have him holding a Grogu, bro. People will
Mhm.
go nuts for that.
Ooh, I just thought of merchandising opportunity that Disney's probably gonna take advantage of is like little metal statues of IG-11.
Oh, okay. That would be
Like
cool.
yeah.
I thought you were
Like
gonna say I thought you were gonna say
okay.
a Grogu doll holding Babu Frick.
Oh, that for sure. Like any opportunity they have to make Grogu merch of any kind, whether he's holding a frog or a macaroon, it doesn't matter. Like Disney's gonna make that Grogu merch, which honestly gets on my nerves a little bit, like
Yeah.
how much there is. But I do know Disney likes to make those little metal like Star Wars statues, like things they can sell at Gondars at the park.
Yeah.
And I just know there's gonna be a commemorative IG-11 statue at the park any day now.
No, for sure.
Well, hey,
Get
thanks,
an
maybe.
IG. Indeed. Oh yeah, I didn't read that one. I put notifications on the Padawan Chronicles. Yes, yes. So Danny says I have Instagram and just started posting on YouTube, just shorts for now. Oh, cool. We'll have to check
Nice.
you out for sure.
Yeah.
Is the link on your bio on Instagram? That way we can find you. I'll check it out after the stream.
Mhm.
Wait, you want him to print more of them? What happened to the no droids rule? No, for Humpty with his 3D printer, he prints all the droids. All right, so we're all caught up with the chat. So, any other final thoughts before we end this Mando Talk stream?
No, I don't think so unless anyone in the has anything. But overall, my thoughts are very positive. I liked
Yep.
seeing Grief Karga and his new drip and his cool little cape with the train and his little like droids. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the 2 droids.
Yeah, I was really happy with the episode. I'm interested to hear what they're gonna do with IG-11 and the new theories that you brought up. And I'm interested to see where Bo-Katan is going to come back around later this season. So yeah, overall, I'm excited. I thought it was a good start. Obviously, we wish it had been a longer episode, but at the same time, I'm like kind of grateful because of how long it takes to edit those reaction videos. So I'll have a yeah, and
Wow.
because you've just started doing reactions, so it's a lengthy
It
process.
takes forever.
Yeah. You end up
Yeah.
watching the episode like 5 times over because you're like trying to condense it. So the way I go about it is like, okay, I talked here, and then cut everything in between. Then you have to continually splice it to be shorter and shorter and more concise. And it just takes such a long time. So in that sense, I'm grateful they're not like hour-long episodes.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'm in the same. Like, happy with it. Very glad that Mando is back. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's just gonna be sad when it finishes, for sure. So yeah,
Actually, now that Danny's bringing it up, what do you think are some good Funko opportunities from what we've seen so far?
in that first episode, eh?
Mhm.
So, we could get a regular size Babu. We don't have. Do we have a regular? There is a regular size Babu, right? Or is it just the 10-inch?
I haven't seen a regular size, but I might be wrong.
Well, I want another Babu. I want Grogu holding a Babu. Uh, and I want some of those colorful Mandalorians. I like the one with the maroon helmet with the dark teal green helmet was dope. So I definitely wouldn't mind that. And
Yeah.
Mando in the N1 Starfighter. I need that. Pop ride.
Mhm.
Um and then a Grief Karga with the capes, but it has to have the two droids holding the cape up on the back.
Mhm.
That way you have to take it out of the
Yeah.
box.
Make it a whole movie moment because the little droids aren't gonna fit on the regular base. But don't
Yeah.
forget, it's High Magistrate Karga to you.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, I'd want High Magistrate Karga as a Funko. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get any merch.
So we'll go through this last little bit of chat that just popped up. So I want to support every YouTuber. We definitely appreciate that. Did you talk about Paz's kid? Yeah, we kind of touched on that, how it could be, but we'll never know for sure unless they tell us. All right. So what time does the episode come out for Sit Talk tomorrow on Spotify tomorrow? Well, it'll be on YouTube around like 7:30 or 8 in the morning, but on Spotify, it might be on there in the next couple hours. So I usually upload it there a little bit earlier. So probably by like 11 or midnight tonight, it should be on there so you could get early access to it. And we just talked about this. Need a Funko of those droids holding Grief's cape. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'd love that.
No one has more theories about that kid. I mean, I guess we'll see later on if there's something special about him. But do you guys have Discord? No, I don't.
No.
Oh, that would be cool. The green pirate dude. Yeah, he looks
Oh,
he
but
looks
he was in
weird.
such a short part of the episode. I don't know if I would get his Funko. He'd have to do more.
Yeah, I guess we'll see if he's more in the show.
Yeah.
I need to have my armor ready for the celebration. Grogu grabbing a Babu. Yeah, the Babu Frick Funko was a smuggler's. Oh, so there was a small one. Gotcha. Okay, I still need
Mm.
more. Swamp Thing and Star Wars. Yup. All right. So I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for everybody in the chat for participating. And this will be live every Thursday, 9 p.m. So catch us next week. Andrea will be hosting and leading that one. So yeah.
This is fun.
So thank
We'll see you guys
yep.
soon.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.
Bye.